Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. So we do have sound, which I've got to check every time because sometimes my sound doesn't work with the controller. So welcome back to the developer's hard mode, and we are going to do a couple of missions today. First thing I'm going to do is go over here because I need to get my Western Star back, and it's sitting over here going to finish out a mission. That's the wrong button. And it is Riverside Repair. So we'll start tracking, and I needed the 2 service spare parts, which are already loaded, and as you can see, I'm already over here. So I went ahead and it was down by the bridge, but I went ahead and brought it up here because I tried to take the TranStar out of here and ended up getting hung up right here. Couldn't get it out, so I just brought this over and pulled it out. Then I went and put tires on the TranStar, some good tires, to see how it would do, and it does okay. Still not great in deep mud, but the tires did help a little bit. So I'm planning on using it more. Right now, we need to finish this because I need the money. I am hoping I get a couple of missions knocked out here and I will have enough money so that I can get a log trailer and the add-on put on the P16 so I can do some long logs. I don't have much more on this map before all I have is the logging missions. And the logging missions pay pretty good. Which brings me to my first topic of discussion today. I have been saying that the missions aren't paying as much, and I was wrong. I should have done my research before talking about it, but I was going by what another streamer was saying. Was that the missions don't pay as much. That is incorrect. So, thank you to Vert Startail. He said that the missions do not pay any different. They're the same, and I did check them out. So I have my mission list that I use for my speed run, which has all the missions listed, how much XP you get for them, where they're delivering to, where to pick stuff up from, and how much each mission pays. And it is the same. So I went and checked Riverside Repair here, and a couple of others that I have not completed. So I was incorrect on that, and I do apologize. Again, I should have done my research. So big shout out to him for the comment on YouTube. And it brings me to another point. So for the last 2 months, I have not been able to view comments on my YouTube channel. I don't know why. I thought I was not getting any comments. And, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm a small guy as far as YouTube channels go. And I don't know why, but I haven't been able to get emails on my email account either. So I was working on that today, got that figured out. For some reason, my emails were something about the password. Anyway, I had to do all kinds of verifications and reset the password, and then bam, I got all kinds of emails. And the emails told me about comments. So I went over to the YouTube channel to check it out, and sure enough, there were comments again. So I am trying my best to catch up on them. There were quite a few. I do appreciate the comments. And speaking of comments, Peter Green left a comment about the repairs. So I read his comment and it made sense. And then I went and I researched, like I should have done in the first place, to find out more about this hardcore mode. So what Peter Green was saying was that repair and resupply zone, it costs $2 a repair point to put all the repairs back in. That goes for the repair trailers and for the roof racks. So I had said that for the scouts, especially the International Scout, I would just go and sell the add-on and then rebuy the add-on, and it would end up costing me $600 or $700, $750, excuse me, to get the add-on back on there and get all of my repair points back. And he pointed out that even if I had no repair points on it, and I went over and I did $2 a point, I could put all of the points back on at a resupply station, and it would only cost me $600. Now that does not include tires. If I add tires, tires are $50 a tire. Add to a trailer or add to an add-on. So if I actually used all the points and the tires off of the International Scout, then it would end up costing me $800. I think it was, yeah, $800 to get all the tires and the repair points. And there it would be easier to just sell the roof rack and buy it back again, because that would only cost me $750. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And when we get over to Island Lake, we're going to test all this stuff out. But I did confirm it with on the website that cost and stuff, so that's what's going to happen. Also got 2 votes for what trucks to buy. One is the Paystar 5070 and the other was the Dairy Longhorn 4520. So keep those votes coming in. Let me know what trucks you want me to get. And again, we're going to keep voting until I have both of the trucks. So even if I buy one, the voting will continue for the other one. And it might be a little while before I can afford to get them. But we will get there. So some other things I found out. Number 1, there are no objectives or objective markers, which I knew that. So let's go to local entertainment. No, let's not do local entertainment. Let's do, yeah, one of these. So logs for the workers. When I accept that, in the other mode, it would show me where, no, this is doing it. Oh, that's Smithville Dam. Not that one. Timber at Arm's Reach. It's Island Lake. Gate to the island. Oh. Nope, that's all there. And that's all on the other map. So let's go over to another map. And we'll look at Smithville Dam. And Husky 40. Oh, excuse me. I was cutting weeds today. Nope, that one's not doing it either. Well, I had it for the other one that I just completed. But anyway, it's not going to show you where to pick up stuff. So like concrete slabs, it's not going to show me where to pick up concrete slabs. And it's supposed to show me superwater. Nope, I don't know why it's not doing it now. Oh, hang on. I think I know what I'm doing here. Try Drummond Island. And Dyson Diesel out with the old. Haven't found a construction rig trailer yet. But anyway, it won't show me exactly where the stuff is. It'll just give me an area that it can be in. Ah, crap. I got a train. So I'm gonna get off here for a second and till the train passes. Alright, so I'm back. It was just locomotives going by. Yeah, I live near railroad tracks. Do I live on the good side of tracks? I have no idea. I live on my side of the tracks. But anyway, it doesn't give you objective markers like regular mode does. It tells you exactly where to go. This only tells, it should only tell you basically where stuff is in the general area. And right now I've run through a lot of the contracts. But it will show up again. And we'll take a look at it. So also recovery costs are different for the different vehicles. So if I needed to recover one of my scout vehicles, did it again. That one's empty. I gotta go to the other one. So if I want to recover a scout vehicle, it's going to cost $2,000 to recover a scout. For a highway truck, it's $2,500 to recover it back to the garage. Heavy duty and off-road trucks each cost $5,000 to recover back to the garage. And heavy trucks will cost me $8,000 to recover back to the garage. So I definitely don't want to do any of those. And it also said that the auto loading was $150 per cargo. So if I load 2 sets of cargoes on here, like 2 wood, then it will cost me $300. If I load a metal beam, which is 2 slots, it will only cost me $150. That is my understanding. And let's jump over to Chevy because we need to go take care. Yeah. I should have everything full. And I've got the Scout sitting out there, the International Scout, in case I have a problem with this mission. What I'm going to do is go over and knock the barrels down. Get that out of the way. And then we're going to do the King of the Mountain. So I will need the International Scout to go down because it's going to have to refuel this truck. I'm going to use all my fuel up on the barrels. Okay, so selling vehicles, you only get 50% of what it costs to buy the vehicle. Even the free ones, if you sell those, you only get 50% of what it would cost if you were to buy it. So I think that's pretty fair. You cannot sell trailers. Any trailer you buy, you're stuck with it. And it kind of sucks about the logging trailers. So I'm going to get one of each and then be done with it. Won't get any more. Because once I leave these maps, they're not going to do me any good. I do know that some people are destroying trailers at the end. I am not. I'm just going to probably take them all to one garage and just leave them, probably over on the dam. And I'm going to go ahead and get some gas while I'm here. So I will use fuel stations if I have to. And it's not going to cost me very much. But I need the fuel. It's going to be a little bit of a long mission. So the repairs at the garage do cost money, but you can only get full repairs at the garage. So for scout vehicles, it'll cost $1,500 to fully repair it, and that does the cosmetic and everything. And it doesn't matter if you go in there needing one repair point or you tow it in because it's completely destroyed, it will cost you $1,500. For highway trucks, it's $1,500. Heavy trucks is $2,500, and off-road vehicles are $2,500. Off-road big trucks, and the heavy trucks is $5,000 to repair it. So if you take a heavy truck in and all you need is 10 points, it's going to cost you $5,000. So you have to make the decision on your own if it's worth it to you, which for me, yeah, that's not worth it. The first time, if I have to repair something that's totally busted, yeah, I'll do it once. After that, it just gets repaired from either repair trailers or from add-ons. Which means we're going to have a really beat up force here. They're going to look bad, but they're going to run good. So what else is it? Oh, fueling at the garage has been disabled. So even if you buy an add-on and you put it on the vehicle, when you pull out, it will have the repairs, but it will not have fuel in it. And I did read some of the comments people were making, and they don't like that idea. They think it should be able to come out with fuel in the add-on, and I disagree. They're calling this the hard mode for a reason. It's so that it's hard. And I kind of like the idea of coming out with no fuel in the add-ons, and you have to go get fuel. Matter of fact, if they had a place on each map where you can reload the repair points, it wouldn't bother me to come out of it with just the rack and have to go buy the points. You're just going to have to be careful with your money. Again, it's a hard mode. You don't want it easy. And yes, there may be times when you start out and you get your truck stuck and you don't have the money, or they're not repaired and banged up, and you're going to end up done. There's nothing you can do. Only option you have is to start the game over again. So it will be management of your money. So just a little added thing in there. I did read a comment that somebody was, what was it? They were complaining about, I think of it here in a minute. Wrote it down and I left it on my desk at work. And no, I don't have one of those jobs where I can surf the internet and do all this stuff all day at work. But I do get breaks, and I do get a lunch, and I eat at my desk, and I look things up on my phone. Perfectly okay. Oh yeah, it was about the contest. So somebody was did not like the idea that you can only do contests, you can only give them 3 attempts. For me, I like that idea. You're limiting it, because there are some of them that don't take very long, and you can sit and do them over and over and over and build up your money. You can sit for 2 hours doing the same contest over and over and over. Next thing you know, you got $100,000 and you can buy a new truck. So I like the idea of only 3 chances, and that's what it is, 3 chances. If you fail twice, that's still a chance. So you're going to have to make sure that you do it if you want the maximum amount of money. There were some complaints about the hard mode. People were saying it's too hard for beginners. The hard mode is not for beginners. The hard mode is for those of us that's done at least a playthrough or half a playthrough or several playthroughs, and we want a challenge. Highly recommend that beginners play it the regular way first, so, and then they jump into the hard mode. So what else we got? Fuel costs money, and it is a different amount of money at each gas station, so you will have to look around. If you want the best deal on fuel, you have to check out all the fuel stations in the region. Now, if you fill up a fuel tanker, let's say I'm running in Alaska, and Alaska, the fuel is pretty expensive. I know that from the other playthrough I was doing. If you fill up your vehicles and you have add-ons and you fill those up over here where the fuel is less expensive, when you get over there you still have the fuel in the vehicle. So if you put an add-on one of the fuel tankers, you do it. You do one of the fuel tankers and you fill it up over here, you can take it over to Alaska and it will be full when you get it out of the garage. So that is my plan on how I'm going to get around some of the expensive fuel. And I better bring that mission up. The circles disappeared, but that does not always mean that you got that. Okay, so it did give me credit for it. I have bumped them and had the circle disappear, but it does not remove it up in the upper right hand corner. Easy. I always have an issue here. Not always, but most of the time. Trying to get this thing turned around without dropping it off. Flipping it. I think I've only successfully done it one time. Aha, this is number 2. Usually I go back too far, the back wheels go off the back, and I end up rolling it and have to bring something up here to put it right again. My next one's over here. The rest of them I do pretty well. Other than the first time I've ever done these missions. The rest time I've done these missions, I've avoided turning the truck over. There we go. You're not going back down? Nope. So we gotta do it this way. Let's hope it just back down itself. Okay, so some other features, yeah, they're both that way, of the new hard mode. Service add-ons and trailers can be resupplied with repair points and special resupply zones. One repair point is $2. Spare tires are $50. So we talked about that in the beginning. Okay, and again, thank you, Peter Green, for that information. So let's get to deployments. When you deploy, or excuse me, when you retain a vehicle in a garage, if you deploy that vehicle at any other garage in that region, it will cost you $1,000. No matter what size the vehicle is, what add-ons it has. It's just a flat fee of $1,000. So again, that's if you deploy from one garage to another in the same region. Oh, that's the other one down there. I thought I missed one. And let's just back you out. It's easier than turning around, believe it or not. This one, however, we will have to turn around. Backing out of here can be dangerous. Alright, so let's look at my notes. And if you deploy, if you retain a vehicle in one region and then try to deploy it in another region, it will cost you $3,500. So $1,000 if you retain and deploy it in the same region, $3,500 if it's a different region. And again, I should have done all of this research, but I got lazy. And what I will do for the YouTube video is I will put all of this stuff up here. I'll type it all in and make a nice little graphic. So the other things with this mode, matchmaking, yes. So for those that like to play with others, there is matchmaking in the game, which means if you are running a hardcore mode, or the developer's hard mode, and you want to invite friends, they must also have a save that is hardcore. So if they do not have one of their 4 gameplays, if one of those is not hardcore, it will not let them join your hardcore. And vice versa. You try to join somebody else's hardcore and you don't have a hardcore save, it is not going to let you join. It's going, but it will give you a warning letting you know that you don't have a save, or hey, I've been promoted. I'm at level 9. Level 9 is good. I can get stuff at level 9 if I had money, which I don't have much of, but I will get some after I get this last bit. So that's what I found out about the hard mode. Again, I should have done my research. I just didn't do it. Went off of what other people were saying. And I'm sure there's a few other things that I've missed that we will find out along the way. And they could make changes. So what I noticed from what I was reading, there were a lot of comments, people that think the hard mode is too hard. Like I said, it's a hard mode. It's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be for those that are just starting out in the game. And if you want to be perfectly honest about it, I don't think you should be able to use mods in the hard mode. Modded trailers, okay. Modded vehicles, no. Because you just take, oh man, I forgot to put that. Ooh, that might be a problem. Snorkel on. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. But like I was saying, the hard mode is supposed to be hard to give you another challenge. I think it was designed for those that have at least a playthrough or half a playthrough and are probably getting a little bored with the game because it does get easier. I got a log there on my left. I was trying to get close to it, but so close I ran over it and I ended up running over it. I want to stay close to this side so I don't drown the truck out. And the last one. So that gives me $2,200 extra. I like that. Oh. And barrel out of my way. About the same way I came in. Then go up that way. I don't remember how deep it is over on that side. And since I don't have a snorkel, which I thought I did, and I don't. Go truck up. I may have enough fuel to get back to meet the International Scout. We'll have to see. 10 gallons is not a lot in this truck, which is why I'm only going to run the small engine in it. I think the small engine has enough power, and any place that I would need the big engine, this truck's not going to go anyway. I think the only time I would really need the big engine is if I was pulling a trailer, and I don't plan on pulling a trailer with this truck. There was a trailer back there if I wanted to get it, but anywhere that I would need to use that trailer, I can take a bigger truck. It was a long time before I ever went through this area. I always just went back because I would go pick that trailer up. And now I don't need to. This way is actually shorter. Alright, so let's take a look where we're going. I'm heading over here to the King of the Hill. And what I'll do is I will go down this way. And there is a little road that cuts through here. That'll take me over there. And then come up here to the King of the Hill. And I will have the International Scout meet me up here. You can make it up there pretty easy. It is full of fuel. Oh, another thing with this mode, you cannot adjust the time. So you got to play in the darkness. Either that or let the truck sit and let your game run until it gets daylight again. I don't mind the dark. Sometimes it can be a pain, but most of the time it's just a minor inconvenience. Anyway, those were the rules that I found out. And again, I'll put a graphic up in the YouTube video with all the rules on it. So those are just the game rules. My own personal addition to the rules is that this is the all-American playthrough. I am only going to use American vehicles. And only the ones that I find for free. The Russian vehicles, I cannot do missions with them, but if I do get a Russian vehicle, I can take it back to the garage. So I will do that. And then just leave them outside the garage because I can't use them for anything. And I will not do missions on the way to the garage. But I will complete all the missions to get the vehicles. But again, all American playthrough, only the vehicles I get for free with the exception of 4. So I will purchase 4 vehicles when I have the money. 2 that I pick and 2 that the viewers pick. So you can either pick here on Twitch or leave a comment on YouTube. Let me know which trucks, and you can pick as many as you want. And I will keep a running tally of the ones that y'all pick. And when I have the money, I will buy those trucks. But don't put in there a truck that I can get for free. It has to be a truck that I can only purchase. Which also includes DLC trucks. So if you'd like to see me run the Navistar, the Navistar is up for grabs. Because you don't get your DLC in the game. You can buy them, but you don't get them automatically in the hard mode. So the 2 trucks that I have picked are the Lodestar, which will be the first one I buy, and the second one I buy is the E12. So those are my picks. There are some good trucks out there that I would like to have. Lodestar is a must. That's, in my opinion, the best scout in the game. Except when you do the Kola Peninsula or Mondra, because it bogs down pretty bad, but they all do that, except for the Tatran, of course. But the Tatran does not do ice or rocks. And it's an American playthrough. Tatran is not American. So I'm also including the BM17 in with the Americans, and it's a Canadian truck, I believe, or British. I think it's Canadian. So it's going to be grouped in with the American trucks. I can't really do a Canadian playthrough. Can't do it with one truck. Actually, you can, but it'd have to be a downloaded truck, and I don't want to do that. So, Scout 800. Let's get you up there for some fuel. And I know it does not have mud tires, but I prefer these tires over the mud tires for this particular vehicle. I don't know why, it just seems my driving style. These tires work the best, and I really don't drive this truck a lot anyway. It's just a rolling repair vehicle that has fuel. It's just a little too tippy for my liking. And I have tipped it a lot. But I did realize when I was doing the Impossible challenge that if I drive it carefully enough, I can use it. I won't use it for this mission. The Chevy's just much more stable. Ooh, and I just realized I'm going to be doing this in the dark. That adds an extra wrinkle to it. And we'll stop the engine. Refuel. Oh, I didn't fill that roof rack up. Thought I had it full. Alright, no problem. So we'll need to refuel roof rack. And we'll take it out of the Scout. It leaves 7 gallons in the Scout, or 7 gallons up there and 4 gallons in the Scout. What am I looking for? And refuel. Oh, roof rack, yeah. And it's plenty enough to get me back. Plenty of gas. Hopefully I won't need it for recovery purposes. Alright, let's get you up these hills. District, how you doing? So you've got a truck in mind already that you might not like to drive it. Hey, that's up to y'all. Whatever you vote for, I'm going to get it and I'm going to have to use it. Alright, so King of the Hill. And we gotta go up to the south peak here and come back down the mountain, go around and come up to the north peak, which I've always thought was kind of weird how they set these up, because the north peak is easier to get to. You'd think they'd let you do the easy route first and then throw you into the hard route. That is not the case. At least for me. I find this one's a little more difficult. It's not bad, it's just a little more technical. And maybe it's the fact that you can't see very well, especially at night. And I do think it kind of sucks there's not a tree up here, because that would be a good shortcut to take. I have tried it many times and I can't get this truck up there. So we'll go around a slightly longer path. And go around a tree here. I hate this tree. This is a road. I don't know how this tree got up to be this big with trucks going around it. So I did read a comment, and what's going on here? So let me see if I wrote it down. And I did not, but I think it was from Peter Green, saying that he is doing the hard mode, and he's doing something a little different. So he is going to turn his fleet into an all-paid fleet, which means all the free trucks that he gets, he is going to sell those off. And the trucks he's going to use are the ones he has to buy. And I find that interesting. So can't wait to see how it's going with that. I meant to look it up and see if he might have a YouTube channel that he was doing it on, or a Twitch channel, but I had to, as soon as I got home, I had to do some weed eating, and I got done just in time to come up here, change clothes, and get this started. And it sucks that recoveries cost so much, because I like getting up here on top of this hill and just doing a full send off the top of it and watching the trucks wreck. Alright, so I can't get up this hill, but if I'm very careful, I can get down it. Saves me from having to go around that tree again. So far, I have gotten no damage. Actually, I can get up this way too, but I forgot about it. Saves me a little bit of driving. And save some on gas. Alright, 16 gallons plus 11. That's 27 gallons. I should have plenty of gas to do the other one and make it back. These two missions completed, and it might give me enough to buy the long log trailer and the add-on for the P16. And I can start running some logs. Oh shoot, no I can't either, because I still got to buy a logging crane. Forgot about that part. Best laid plans. All right. To the other side of the road. And is it this road? I believe so. Yep, going up here. Ooh, eyes. See the eyes there? And they don't run away. But there's no body attached. It's a ghost. Which I still hope they do something special for Halloween. Turn the wolves into ghosts, or turn them into some kind of monsters. Or even add some monsters that you can find. That could be an achievement. add a monster to each region and see if you can find that monster. Yeah, I know. Careful through here. I went off the side of those rocks before. It's not pleasant trying to recover a vehicle that goes over there. So an extra $2,800. We'll get you back down off here. Don't forget about you. Nice and easy. Whoa. Wheels turned. Trying to do it without damage. I've never done both of these without damage. My own personal achievement. We need more achievements. And I still want to continue past 30 in the driver's points, driver rating. I think it sucks that it stops at 30. It doesn't hurt anything to keep going. Give you some bragging rights. Alright, we made it. I did not take damage. Chevy tough. Or nope, it's Ford tough. Chevy's like a rock. Big old rusty rock. Of course, nowadays everything rusts really bad. And you know they've got to do that on purpose. Yeah, I guess you could think. We'll just pick up the scout and pull it behind us. Because if your vehicle doesn't rust in half, you'll drive it for longer. Which means you won't buy new vehicles. Everything has a purpose. And get you close. Not too close. So the next item on the agenda is a contest. We are going to take the Western Star and we're going to run it over to the farm and pick up some. Where am I going? Gotta go that way. I'm going to pick up some consumables and deliver it over at the drilling site. I'll knock that out once. Some extra money. And then I'll knock it out 2 more times off screen, off camera. Once you've seen it once, you don't really need to see it again. Unless I totally screw up the first one. And my goal is to run it 3 times and get gold all 3 times. Max money. And I'll put you over here because I need to. Release. And refuel. We are running out of gas here. Okay, oh. Hey, it'll refuel that. I've got to refuel the add-on tubes. Park you like I got some sense. And go ahead and fill that one up so I don't forget it. I have forgotten before to put fuel in and realized down the road a ways, hey, I'm out of gas. Crack. Try not to hit the trailer. And we'll move over to, did I shut it off? Yeah. And the Western Star should be fully fueled 98%, which is close enough. Let's go make it deliver. Kind of wanted to wait until the base 5 comes out before I move some of the trailers over to the next map because I want to stack them high, see how high I can get them. But I don't have a... Actually, what I want to try is see if I can get that trailer back there, the maintenance trailer, up on one of the ramp flatbeds, tow it that way. See if I can also put a scout on it. I don't think it's, yeah, it wouldn't have enough for one of the big trucks in the trailer.